Listen, the Barbie movie was the biggest movie of the year. Between that and Oppenheimer, they went off to the box office. A lot of them were up for a lot of, consideration for awards. And even though, Ryan Gosling got an Oscar nomination for Best Supporting Actor, even though America Ferrera got a nomination for Best Supporting Actress, there's a couple big Oscar snubs that have a lot of people melting down because, of course. Not enough that this movie is the biggest of the year. It has to win every single award or it's minimizing female empowerment.
Oh, fuck! Fuck!
Take a look at this shit. Greta Gerwig, Margot Robbie, Barbie, Oscar snubs spark sexism outrage. And it's true. There's a lot of people that cannot stand this. Greta Gerwig made a film that is critically acclaimed, culturally impactful, hilarious, unique, visually exceptional, perfectly cast and acted, left people laughing, crying, and thinking, and made $1 billion, but no Best Director nomination.
Oh, God, of course.
Greta Gerwig being snubbed at the Oscars despite Barbie being the only $1 billion movie solely directed by a woman feels very sus to me. After an insane year of saving movies, Greta Gerwig and Margot Robbie have been snubbed by the Academy for Best Director and Actress. And this continued in like a bunch of mainstream media headlines. They couldn't possibly believe it. There was even a lot of people that were claiming it was sexist for Margot Robbie to not get nominated for Best Actress when the people that were nominated were all women.
I just can't do it. I can't take this shit no more, man.
So I don't really understand how that works. Now, it's not a given this day and age that everybody nominated in a certain category is actually going to be the gender. So I maybe do a double check there. But yes, people claiming that Margot Robbie not being nominated is due to sexism, while the other people that are nominated are actually females. But the icing on the cake is the fact that Ken does get a nomination. And so there's people like, this is what the movie was saying, that women have such a hard time and men get credit for all these accomplishments. It's like the perfect storm of shit right now.
God, I still haven't seen this movie. I know it's a widely discussed movie. A lot of people have talked about it. I just don't know if I'm going to actually set 2 hours aside to watch this movie that I've never had a bit of interest in. But with that said, yeah, the reaction to it has been fantastic. And seeing how again, when you're dealing with social justice freaks, when you're dealing with activists like that, they will never be satisfied, never be happy. And so, yeah, this is a complete shit show. No matter what you do, unless Barbie wins every single award that it has any business getting, and then it has to win awards that it has no business getting. That's the only way you're gonna please this crowd of freaks right here. I mean, I guess you had this different take on the movie. Like, not that you liked it, but
it wasn't a movie that was like made for me. But I get what its target audience was, and I understand the message that you're putting out there. I think there was some stuff in there, a minimal amount of it about men as well. That wasn't the point of the movie. I didn't think it was this fucking like, oh my God, the worst, most woke fucking movie in the world. I thought it's a movie for girls by girls.
Gay!
You know what I mean? Like, it knew its target audience. It pandered to that audience. It marketed to that audience. And so I'm not surprised that it did so well, because this is actually what women will go out to the theater to support, right? Not Captain Marvel.
Black Girl Magic!
It's a girl's brand that's talking about female shit that's made for women, not trying to change predominantly male properties into something for women by giving you women that are just fucking masculine and they're tough and they're better than all the dudes. You know what I mean? So I understand why Barbie did so well. And I didn't like it. I think there's some funny shit, especially in the first half of it. And I think Ryan Gosling's hilarious in it. But I don't have some massive problem like a lot of other people do with it.
Yeah. I mean, I don't know if I'll ever watch the movie or not, but yes. So if you look at, so Oppenheimer got nominated too, right?
Yeah.
Do you think Oppenheimer's going to win? Is that the odds-on favorite? Is Oppenheimer the odds-on favorite? Because could you imagine if it doesn't win? If Barbie doesn't win? I don't think Oppenheimer wins.
Barbie shouldn't win Best Picture. It just shouldn't.
Oh, it should.
Right? And that's what we can look
should
at.
Should it even have been nominated though is the question based on
I don't particularly I haven't seen all the movies that are on the list, I'll be honest. But like for me, the fact that like a comedy fantasy thing like that is even in the nominations is wild.
Yes.
You know what I mean? Like the fact that it's in the best picture nomination is wild. We've seen time and time again, box office does not matter, right? Box office does not matter for these awards. So the fact that it's the top grossing one, I don't think that should put it in some kind of consideration. I don't think that, Avengers Age of Ultron, got a lot of, we need to look at that one for best picture because of how well it did at the box office.
Yeah.
So I don't think it'll win. I would be stunned if it actually won best picture because I don't even think the people in Hollywood think that it's deserving of that. And if they really were going to vote solely based on the virtue signaling shit, I think they probably would have put Greta Gerwig for best director.
I personally hope it wins just because it will be so fun because I used to care. Like I used to go, man, the fact that Nolan doesn't have an Oscar is, and it is nonsense that he doesn't, but at this point it doesn't matter because the Oscars don't matter. So I kind of I think it would be funny if Barbie won because it would show their lack of it would just continue to expose their lack of credibility.
I think that Oppenheimer will win. Like that's if I were to bet, I would say Oppenheimer will win, based on kind of what we've seen at some of these other award shows and what the general feel is. Hey, I'll be rooting for Ryan Gosling. I really want him to win Best Supporting Actor, and I want to see him go home with the only hardware for Barbie. That would be the best thing for Ryan Gosling, for Ken to walk away with the only fucking award in that entire movie. That would cause a massive meltdown.
See, okay, I'm okay with either scenario. I'm okay if Barbie wins Best Picture because of the shit show, but I'm also okay if it wins nothing except I would actually rather Ryan Gosling win the only award for the movie. That would be phenomenal, actually. That would be the best thing to come
from it. No fucking makeup or costuming or like any of these other like little awards. America Ferrera, she doesn't win it for Best Supporting Actress. And I don't even necessarily agree with that nomination either, to be honest. I don't think there's any chance that Ryan Gosling's Ken beats out Robert Downey Jr. for Best Supporting Actor, but I'm just saying, in my perfect world, that would be funny. That would cause insane levels of cope. It would be awesome.
I'd be okay with that.
I have feelings that I can't explain.
That means you're gay.